Hey guys, Do a Dreamer. Now, I know there are a few wrestling fans out there in the wrestling community of the internet that are kind of questioning of why WWE is giving such a ridiculous gimmick to someone with a lot of talent and great possibilities to a guy like Wade Barrett. Now, I'll say this, that I am a huge fan of Wade Barrett. Ever since he started NXT, I was a huge fan. I was hoping, even though that Daniel Bryan was in that one, and I want Daniel Bryan to win, and when he got eliminated, my second person I wanted to win was Wade Barrett. Now, when I first saw this gimmick, him doing the bad news thing, I, for one, was kind of like questioning why they're doing this to Wade Barrett. Because I, for one, that everyone feels the same way. The guy has a lot of talent. The guy is great on the mic. He's great in the ring. He has a great presence, and they're treating him like this. You know, I felt that way. But then once again, I thought of this as, again, being part of the wrestling business myself, as to why they're doing this. And also looking at it from the eyes of a child, like I always do, to find out why certain things happen. Now, when I look at Wade Barrett doing this bad news gimmick that he's doing, I kind of felt that this is actually good for him. And hear me out. And like I said, I'm looking at it from the eyes of a child. When he first came to NXT, yes, a lot of wrestling fans who are knowledgeable about this business, hardcore fans, will actually say that this guy is great. He's great on the mic, he's great in the ring, and I hope the best for him. When he came out as the Nexus, like leader of the Nexus, we all had high hopes for this guy. And then it was short-lived. Then he became the leader of the Core, which people were like, irk about it, but they still had high hopes for him. And then he was out on injury, and then came back as this guy doing the Barrett Barrage, and everyone was like, oh yeah, this guy is great. Like, he was actually channeling his past, that he was a bare knuckle fighter, which, you know, that's an interesting character. But then, does it really relate to casual fans and children fans? Not really. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, he's a bare knuckle fighter, but you know, everyone sees bare knuckle fighters every once in a while in bars and stuff like that. Yeah, he's a tough guy. We get that. But it wasn't really something that would connect with the fans. I mean, I liked the Barrett Barrage gimmick that he did. I loved it. And I bet a lot of hardcore fans loved it. But then you have to remember what the casual fans and what WWE is actually going for. It's going for casual fans and kids. So it wasn't really cutting the mustard. Especially, you know, for us, it was, but not for the big, huge demographic of fans that the WWE is looking for. But now when they did this Bad News Barrett thing, which started in, you know, the JBL and Cole show, I was actually looking at it, I was like, okay, this is actually interesting. And then when they finally debuted on Raw, SmackDown, and whatever, I actually saw a lot of possibilities with this. And that is making a connection with the fans. He's actually becoming a character. Now, the thing with WWE, and people need to understand, that WWE is not just looking for guys who can go in the ring, who can talk on the mic, and have a good presence, like big bodybuilders and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They're not just looking for that. If you have all those things, that's good. But the main thing they're also looking for is that, can you play a freaking character? That's pretty much it. A character that can connect with the fans. And with Wade Barrett being Bad News Barrett, it does have a connection with the fans, because let's face it, the connection is this: nobody wants to hear bad news, and therefore he is an asshole. Okay? No one wants to hear bad news. We all don't want to hear bad news, and that's why it's relatable. Now, as far as people saying like, oh, they're ruining him and stuff like that, I don't think it's ruining it. I think it's actually giving him a chance to do something out of his comfort zone. You know what I mean? Doing a character. You know what I mean? And for what I've seen with Wade Barrett doing this character, I don't see him reluctant to do it. In fact, I actually see him having a lot of fun with it. He's having a lot of fun doing this gimmick. I mean, every time they keep changing something new, where he's on a podium, then he's on a podium where it rises up, and coming up with different reasons, different things of why he needs to spread bad news. It just seems like he's actually having fun. He's not stumbling on his words. He's not stuttering and stuff like that. He's actually go and doing it. You know what I mean? He's having fun with it. And bottom line is, people, a lot of wrestling fans that don't seem to get it. In the wrestling business, you don't just go out there to make money. You don't just go out there to put on great matches and stuff like that. Bottom line is, you go out there to have fun. You know what I mean? And if you're not having fun at what you do, then guess what? The door's right there. Get the hell out of this business. You know what I mean? If you're just going out there to say, I just want to get a paycheck, and don't get me wrong, people do that to make money. But then at the same time, if you're going in there and you're not happy, then go. Look at Caitlyn. Caitlyn wasn't happy in the WWE. She wasn't having fun anymore, and therefore, she was out the window. When Low-Key was there as Caval, he wasn't having fun, and guess what? He's out the door. The guys who are still there, and maybe people will say, oh, they're just doing this for a paycheck, but if you notice, these guys are actually having fun with the game. When Daniel Bryan was doing the whole anger management thing, you could tell he was having fun with it. And you can tell he's having fun right now, even though he's not being the main star. You know, it's all about having fun, guys. And you can tell by their performance they're having the time of their lives. Okay, guys? So with Wade Barrett, I'll say this. Will this get him into the main event picture? Probably not. But it's something for him to do, and it's something that makes people relate to him. And I, for one, feel that this gimmick is very entertaining. I find it entertaining. I know some of you don't, but I find this entertaining. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Wade Barrett should be doing something a lot better than what he's doing, or do you think he should still do the Bad News Barrett thing, and then hopefully down the line they have him do something a lot special? Okay? Leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and we'll see if we're going from there. Alright, guys? Take care.